Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to another video from Osterham. In today's video, we're further expanding on the poorer district of the city here by adding a couple of more houses. We're also expanding on the small lore we added in the previous episode where we kind of made a forge, fire and the blacksmith. So today we are building the burnt down house, but we're also adding like signs of fire damage to the surrounding houses, which is really cool and just creates a unique area and tells a story. And as always, we just add a couple of houses with different types of profession. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. It's the best way of showing support and I really do appreciate it. After this video, I will take a little break from Osterham and move over to a super exciting project, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's round off the time-lapse for today and move over to the showcase. Here we can see what we have built today, and in the middle here we have the burnt down house. As we can see, there's damages on the surrounding bits as well. One of the things I really like with these houses is the center part here, where we have these small backyards for all the different houses, where they grow their own crop, they do some laundry, maybe they help with the profession they're running, and stuff like that. And it looks really cool and creates like a really nice medieval and cozy feeling, in my opinion. Next to the burnt building, we have this building here, which is a guild house for the farmers. So the farmers of Gelia, which is the kingdom here we're in, and then Osterham is the capital of Gelia. The farmers of Gelia has come together and they have made or bought or whatever this house here, so they can share knowledge, and that goes from what type of crops they should grow at different seasons or different years. Maybe they have new sort of crops, new sorts of plants, things they could do, new tools, whatever. They come in here, share knowledge with each other, so they can make the farming industry even better. Next to that, we have a cobbler, which is this house here. Then we have a pottery, which is the middle one here, and then all the way on the end we have a bathhouse. So a little house here, and then in the back we have some small tents for travelers to take a bath, and they can go down to the river to get some fresh water. Now let's check out the guild here. It's built next to the burnt down house, as I said. And you can see that the outer wall is very damaged, but it's not completely damaged, and we'll see that on the inside as well. You can also see the roof has burnt off. You can see some of the loading planks here and stuff like that, and the shingles are burnt off, but somehow the interior is not as damaged, but we'll get to that. It's really cool. It's fun making this sort of a little bit of a different kind of interiors, you know. So we come in here, we have this hallway for everyone. And we can go to the left, we have the main hall. But before we check that out, I quickly want to take you over here where we have the kitchen. So a small kitchen just to prepare some food for the guild members. Then over here we have a pantry for all sorts of stuff. Really, really cool. Now, let's go back here over to the guild hall. This is very high. I love the ceilings in this one. We have the staircase taking you up to the second floor. The fireplace is one of my favorite parts of today's video here. I really like this one. And then the sitting area here. Quite cool. And then we go up here and we get to a little hallway thingy here, and further on here we have some meeting rooms, and this is where, as I mentioned, they will discuss the crops. So they have a little table here to sit, and then over here you can kind of show your examples. So today they're looking at apples, what kind of apples they should grow. So we have all sorts of stuff, and they're sharing knowledge regarding apples. So pretty cool. So that's one of the meeting rooms. Around here we have some storage like that. And then another meeting room here where like the guild leader would sit. This is his place, and a lovely window looking out here. And then all the way up here, this is where we get to the cool part where we have the burnt damage. So we come in here, this is where the damage or the fire was, and you can see there's a lot of ash on the ground here, and they're currently working on digging it out. The idea is that the fire happened less than a week ago, so it's pretty fresh. So let's say 4 days ago the fire started, and they managed to somehow put it out, but there's a lot of damage here and there's ash. They're bringing it out. You can see we have this, the beds are broken and all that sort of stuff. I love this the ceiling design here as well, really indicating the fire. Then out here also we have barrels of ash. They're bringing it out, and then eventually they will clean all of that up. And the room next to here as well is filled up, so they've taken out some of the beds, some of the tables and all sort of stuff, and just stored it in here while they clean up the other room. Apart from that, I think this is just like a bedroom thing for yeah, some of the guild members they could rent. So it's like a shared apartment, 2 beds and a little area here. Now let's move over to the Cobbler here. It's a small brick building with a wooden section on the top here. It's quite small, but it's very cute. So you come in here and there's a little door which takes us into the workshop area. And here we can see someone is trying on their boots, just like that. And there's a big like wall here with storage and tools and whatever. Yeah, so a very simple, modest little cobbler here. In the back, we have the kitchen area for the family, as we probably or mostly do for all these houses here. And we have, yeah, the kitchen in the first floor. Pretty cool. And then out to the back, we have this little farming area or backyard area. We have some vines growing. As you can see, they're also pretty dead from the fire, but a little bit of it still lives. And yeah, there's a big like tub for washing clothes. We have a drying rack, and then some fields are growing sunflowers and basil, I think, and beans and whatever. And it's just a cozy little area. I love just sitting in the back here, just looking up at the houses, and it feels so alive in these small backyards. Anyway, we can go upstairs and take a look at what we have here. So we have a little eating area for the family. And around here we have some storage. We have the master bedroom around here. And then all the way up we have yeah, it's more like living room. There's a day bed here, a little table and bench to sit on, some storage, and then yeah, the kids' bedroom in here. And I believe there's some storage all the way up here as well. And then we move over to the Pottery, which is this building here. I love the gradient at the base here, and then some wattle and daub top bit. Here we have a crane, so you could bring goods up here. That would mostly be, as you can see, like pottery thing. You could bring it up here for storage. But if you come in here as well, there's a little shop where you can come in and buy or order whatever. So a lot of different pots in the back and all that sort of stuff. A cozy little shop area. In the back we have like the kitchen area as per usual, like that, and we have some storage, quite cool. And then of course we have the backyard, but here we also have the little workshop. So we have this rotary table, whatever it's called, and it's kind of making the pots in here and yeah, putting it up on this drying rack shelf in the sun to dry. And then here we have some fresh clay he could use to make the pots out of. And then we also, of course, have some farm for personal food and stuff. Very cozy. Upstairs, we have like the living quarters for the family. Come in here, there's a little storage. I like this little weird crooked staircase area, but it takes you, yeah, like we have a little storage below, and then you can go further up if you want to. Over here, we have like the dining room and living quarters for the family. Pretty cozy. And then in here, I guess this is the master bedroom. Yes, so we have the master bedroom in here as well, with some windows looking out to the backyard. Very nice. Let's go all the way up here, shall we? And then we get to a lot of storage area. We have some sitting areas and all that sort of stuff. Pretty cramped. And around here we have some beds for the kids. And I believe there's a ladder taking us upstairs to the attic where we're storing the pots and stuff. So a little storage area up here. And then finally we have the bathing house here next to the river, which is pretty nice. This one is on the edge, so we can kind of cover all the sides with windows and stuff, which always makes the interior a little bit prettier, I think. You can go through this little gate here, walk along the side, and you get to this back washing area, where, as I said, we have these tents you could rent and just take a bath in. So if you're traveling and you haven't been able to take a warm bath in a while, this is a place for you. Here we are having a cauldron you could boil some water in, and firewood back here, and you can put that in to heat or get a nice warm bath. And there's a little like bridge, not a bridge, staircase, dock thing, just taking you down to the water. You can get some fresh water for the bath. And then I built this custom willow tree, which I think is really beautiful. Just kind of leaning over the river a little bit. I think that's pretty cute. And then over here as well, I added some details to the river with like a little waterfall almost. So we added some rocks and things for the river, just to create a little bit of diversity for the river as well. And I think it adds a nice break to this otherwise plain and boring river. Now let's check out the inside of this house here, shall we? So since the washing area or the bathing area is in the back, and when you get in here, you get straight to the kitchen area. So a little different than the other ones, but the kitchen is still on the first floor. So we have the kitchen area, small eating area and stuff like that. And then if we go around here and to the back, we have a clothes washing area. So you can come in here, they can wash your clothes. We have a lot of drying racks to dry the clothes and all that sort of stuff. So you can come in here, get yourself washed in one of the tubs outside, and get your clothes washed in here as well. A little storage area here. Upstairs we have apartments. So when you first come in here, we have like the living room thing, and then in here we have the bedrooms. So we have the master bedroom part, and there's a little crib for a baby, and then some more beds for the kids in here. Pretty simple. But if we go upstairs, we have a little apartment as well. So around here we have like the living room. We have a little area to prepare some food, and you can sit and all that sort of stuff. So this is like rented by someone. And over here we have the bedroom, so a big bed for the parents and then some smaller ones for the kids. So really cool. Again, that's something I try to do a lot more in the poor areas, is to have multiple families living in one building. So here again we did that, and then of course some storage all the way in the attic. And that, my friends, is everything for today's episode. I really do hope that you enjoyed. I'm very happy myself with it, but if you have any ideas and suggestions, make sure to let me know with a comment down below, and I'll take everything into consideration. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.